Alright, let's get rolling up here. Oh. This video is going to be kind of a talking and writing sort of style, because there's some stuff I kind of wanted to talk about that had kind of come up in a group chat that I'm in, like a little bit of drama when it comes to just current topics in the bike community here. I'm going to actually try and get stopped somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to be able to ride around in traffic and stoplights and try to maintain a good train of thought, so let me try to get stopped in like a parking lot somewhere where I don't think anyone's going to bother me. So stay tuned for this. I might pull up here in the mall. Let's see if I can find a good place to park. Oh, I thought that was turned into the park. Let's go over here. Do the roundabout. Yeah, let's park right over here. Get our own little parking lot to ourselves. I would normally ride and talk, like I said I was going to do, but I tend to also lose my train of thought while I'm riding. So whenever I want to have a topic to like actually talk about, I will try and talk about it so I can be more linear with what I'm saying instead of my ADHD taking over and rotting my brain like it normally does. All right, let's park over here. Oh, we can get a little bench. All right, today's topic. This is probably going to be a hot take, and a lot of y'all might disagree with me, but that's okay. I want to bring it up and see what everybody else kind of thinks about it. This goes out to all of the Instagram bike influencers that post these really, admittedly good, like very high quality videos and photos of themselves on Instagram. They're good videos and they're very nice quality. However, it goes out to the people that post those, and in the video, you're not doing jack shit. Like, y'all probably know what I'm talking about. You've probably seen them all over Instagram if you're on it like I am. It's these guys that or guys and girls, I'll be inclusive, that basically get a photographer to do rolling photos of them on like the highway, let's say, which, by the way, is probably like hundreds of dollars to do. And me personally, if I'm going to spend that much money on a photographer, I want to make sure it is the coolest video I can possibly make it. I'm going to be wheeling, I'm going to be going breakneck speeds, like doing crazy shit like dragging my knee if I'm going around a track and getting footage. Like, that's what I'm going to do personally. And what I'm for sure not going to do is ride the speed limit with both my wheels on the ground and coming close to the camera and the photographer and like doing the shit where they like point at him like, yeah, I see you, do you see me, because I see you, like trying to act hard and like pointing at them and like doing the thing where they're like swerving at them and they're chopping the throttle and it's making them like bounce crazy, like coming toward them like, yeah, you see me because I see you, I'm about to attack you. And it's just the most like, what are you flexing? Like, you're clearly spending this much money on a photographer to come and take high quality photos and videos of you, and you're not doing anything. Or like, I shouldn't say that, because there is a difference, and I'll make a clarification in a second. But you're clearly wanting to hire these professional photographers and videographers to come out and take these high quality photos of you. And the reason you're wanting to do it is because you think, oh, I'm going to do cool stuff on video, and I want the photographer or the videographer to basically get videos of me doing something that I think is cool. And y'all think that stuff is cool. Pointing, swerving in and out of lanes a little bit, like not even cutting up through traffic, something that I think takes skill to do properly, not die. But pointing, swerving, chopping your throttle, like looking at them all menacingly through your helmet, like, what are you flexing? It makes zero sense to me. Like, me personally, y'all might care about it, y'all might think it's cool, but I think it's the dumbest stuff in the world. And here's the clarification I will make. I'm not saying that if you hire a photographer or videographer to take rollers of you on your bike, you're stupid. I'm not saying that. I would love to have rollers of me on my bike. I've never actually had rolling photos ever done before, and I think it'd be cool to do. But I'm going to probably get those just because I want cool photos, or like I want good quality photos or videos of me on a bike, just riding around, just kind of cruising, just overall good vibes. Like, oh, this is a good riding video of me, or a good riding photo of me. That's cool. And if I'm going to hire them because I want to do something where I want to like show off and flex a little bit and act hard, I'm going to be wheeling. If I'm at a track, like I said, I'm going to be dragging knee. I'm going to be cutting up through traffic if they're able to get a video of me doing that. If I'm doing it for the sole purpose of I want to get a video of me doing something cool, I'm not going to be doing any of those things that you see people doing on Instagram. It just makes no sense to me. You're spending hundreds of dollars to get videos of you doing pointless flexing that nobody cares about. You know who might care about it? Girls and 15-year-old dudes in high school. Like, that is all who's going to see those videos of you flexing and pointing, because they're going to be like, oh my god, they're on an O&M, they're on a ZX10, they're on a fucking S1000, like, they're so cool, oh my god, and they fill their britches full of baby gravy. Unfortunately, I'm not like that. That does not get my rocks off. I want to see people pushing their bikes to the limits if they're going to show off and flex with a video, and then have it be high quality. Anyways, that is my hot topic for the week, or just for this week. What do y'all think about it? Am I irrational on it? At the end of the day, it's your money. It's a free country. You can spend hundreds of dollars doing whatever you want and acting however you want and thinking however you want. But me personally, every time I see it, I'm like, what are you proving? What I'm looking at isn't impressive, and you're clearly trying to act impressive. I guess you could look at like the bike they're riding and think it's impressive. Like, oh, it's a $30,000 sport bike. Like, that's impressive, I guess. But to me, it's not impressive because you bought it. Anybody can save up money and buy a bike if you just, get your ducks in a row properly. If I got my ducks in a row properly, and I was more irresponsible with my money, I'd have a brand new 21 and up R1. Like, right now, I would have it. But even whenever I get to that point, I'm not going to be making photos and videos of me doing stupid stuff on it. I'm going to be pushing that bike to the limit. To me, it's not impressive that you bought the motorcycle. Anybody can save up and spend tens of thousands of dollars on a new sport bike, on an H2, on an S1K, on a R1M, on a Ducati V4. Anybody can do that. And I'm not saying if you want to get photos and rollers of that, because the bike is, it's inherently nice, it looks nice, it's pretty and special and whatever. I understand that. Just don't get on it and in those videos try and flex and act hard by doing nothing. By doing something that a monkey could do if they got on your bike. Something that they could replicate. That's my point. But anyways, I think I've hammered the nail on the head enough. I got it all off my chest. And it was something that I noticed in a group chat that I'm in that a lot of people were talking about and like, it's their own money, man. Just let them be happy. If it makes them happy, let them do it. And I'm not saying they can't be happy. It's a free country. You can do whatever you want. Just me personally, in my opinion, I don't see how that could be impressive. I'm not shitting on their character. I'm not calling them a bad rider. It's just, if you're going to flex and do something cool in a video, flex and do something cool in a video that like a lot of other riders can't do, unlike swerving and pointing and doing whatever nonsense. But anyways, I've said my piece. So you can do whatever you want, but me personally, I'm not a fan of it, and I don't understand it. But I'm not everybody, so maybe it doesn't even matter. I can't tell if this is super... No, that's not. Well, I can't tell if it's loose because this is tensioned, obviously, because of the engine, the angle that it's at. But then, like, I hit up like that, and it feels tight, like, but it's smacking on this, so I don't know. I can't tell. I need to look up to see how I check the chain specifically on this, just see what the play is. But if I, like, squeeze both sides of it, it doesn't move all that much, so it might be fine. I don't know. But I am planning on, at some point, doing kind of like a maintenance series on this bike, like the chain, oil, brake fluid, changing the brake pads. The forks on this bad boy are as shot as they could be. I mean, oh my god, look at that.
Oh, go figure. Look at that. Oh, look at that.
That needs to be something that's fixed relatively soon, or else I'm going to risk destroying the entire internals of the fork. But yeah, I'm planning on doing something like that here relatively soon. I don't have the tools and kind of equipment to help me do that whenever I want. I have to drive, or I would have to either load it up in my truck and take it to where all my stuff is, because it's not at my apartment that I'm at. I'd have to either ride it there and do maintenance and hope I don't mess up and then have to find a way home, which the place I take it to is like 30 minutes away where I work on my stuff. Or I'd have to load it up in my truck and then take it there. And I'm honestly lazy, and I'd much rather just either ride it to the place and hope everything goes well, or just stop being lazy in another regard and get all my stuff and finally take it up to my apartment into my storage unit where I can actually, it's like less than 5 minutes from where I live, and I'd be able to do like the maintenance series a lot easier. Yeah, all my stuff would be close and not, 30 minutes minimum away. Stay tuned if you want to kind of see something like that as well. Since I'm only limited to one bike, as far as making content goes and trying to post at a relatively decent schedule, I have to try and find as much stuff to, as much content to squeak out of this thing as possible. So, the wheelie series is coming along good. I'm making progress with it. I just got to stop trashing this bike. I need to be able to wheelie it for as long as I can muster before I eventually make the decision to graduate and go to a different bike. But for right now, I'm going to be with this bad boy. It's treated me well. I like riding it, but yeah. Stay tuned for that. I'm going to think of more stuff. I'm going to get back on the bike. What gear am I in? I'm going to head out of here, go eat some dinner, and yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one.